UBC TV, your national broadcaster. The videos and images that you're seeing on your screen this very afternoon, we are coming to you live from the Kiira Motors vehicle plant here in Jinja. And that bus that you're seeing on your screen is carrying the chief guest of the day for the very first Kiira Motors e-mobility expo here in Jinja City. And well, of course, we also expect quite a number of industry players that are going to be making their way here in Jinja to ensure that we get you covered with the inaugural event of the e-mobility expo. Now, the future is green, the future is now is the theme for this particular expo of 2024. Key industrial players, stakeholders within the e-economy or within electronic mobility, and all of those who are creating sustainable solutions for the future. Now, conversations around climate change have always been tabling out in different media platforms and on different organization meetups and everything. And when it comes to what we do have here, you get to realize that we are looking for sustainable solutions where Uganda is setting pace for the manufacturing of electric vehicles, and not only that, setting aside or creating solutions that will last for the longevity of time. Besides that, what you're seeing behind me is where we are going to be having the expo, by the way. And behind my camera person is the exhibition center, where quite a number of exhibitors are here, those dealing in electric vehicles, as well as those who have e-mobility solutions or sustainable solutions for the future, as we are creating room for that. Now, only to give you a simple look up into Uganda's current carbon footprint, you get to realize that Kampala city, out of the different capital cities across the African continent, ranks 8th amongst the most polluted cities. Now, looking at the temperature levels within Kampala, on a normal day, they will rise around 30 degrees Celsius. Now, among the contributors of this is the kind of pollution that we release as a nation. And meaning the simplest way or the simplest solutions that we can avail is to turn to the e-mobility solutions, especially when you look at the number of vehicles that we do have, many of them backdating as early as 2000 in regards to their manufacturing time. And of course, when you look at the quite a number of the buses so far that Kiira Motors Corporation has so far manufactured, a total of around 39. Now, 39 inclusive of which the Kayola EVs that are automatically electric, fully electric vehicles, and then they also have those that operate twice with diesel and have the electric side of things as well. Now, looking at what we do have here, like I did mention, there are quite a number of buses that are on display here, and the exhibitors are going to be giving us details of the same to try and give us what we will definitely deliver to you on screen. Like I was giving you a simple background of the same. You get to realize that Uganda wants to also create an atmosphere where we create a market that is going to be sustainable for the future or in the long run. Meaning there are chances that we are creating or manufacturing vehicles, which vehicles will then be exported to various countries, because it does look like many countries that are already in this issue of e-mobility. You mentioned countries like Iran, you mentioned countries like India, who have already taken different steps and strides. But please do note that we also have quite a number of industry players within the motor industry or the motor vehicle industry who are already creating or who are already manufacturing and creating sustainable solutions that are going to be a move for the future that we are looking at as a green future. Now, the theme for this year, like I did mention, is the future is green and the future is now. And what you're seeing on screen are some of the major exhibitors that are coming through, some of the industry players, potential clients and customers as well. Then also, there is a vehicle there, a green vehicle, which is part of the exhibitions here. And that is a fully electric vehicle, 100% electric by the look of things. And there's also a charging port at the same area where you can easily charge your vehicle. And we shall be going through with the exhibitors here to fully understand how does this vehicle operate. And of course, what solutions does it seem to address in the long run, and how ready is the Ugandan market to adopt to these sustainable solutions? And well, of course, that vehicle is part of the vehicles that are here for exhibition. Please do note that already in the Ugandan market, by the way, we already have hybrid vehicles on the market, meaning they are doing two functions at the same time. One, they can easily function on fuel consumption. Then the others can as well work on electric side of things. And the adoption has also been one to look forward to, because you get to realize that also a number of border riders within Kampala are already having smart motorbikes. Now, many of the people who have used the smart motorbikes do talk about their efficiency and the fact that if you've paid a lot of attention to detail, you will get to realize that many of these vehicles, rather many of these motorbikes, release the most immediate, I could easily say they release less sound if at all you are on the road or using any of them. And these are some of the sustainable solutions that we are likely to be experiencing in the long future as we are turning to the green economy. As much as we are looking at the fact that solar solutions, we are looking at other reliable energy sources, you get to realize that there are lots of other things along the way that we continue to experience here. Now, I'm going to be talking to a few of the exhibitors to try to understand, maybe, who knows, I can easily also sit and be taken through some of how these things really operate. Now, I did mention that this particular vehicle is 100% electric, and this particular one belongs to Nissan. Now, Nissan is another player within the motor industry, which is also turning to sustainable solutions. Now, allow me also interview a gentleman here who is part of the exhibitors. Like I've mentioned, a very good afternoon, sir. You're live on UBC.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you.
Well, now my viewer would wish to know, what's your name and what are you representing in this capacity?
My name is Edward Kategaya. I'm here on behalf of Total to exhibit our new electric vehicle charger.
Okay.
Yes.
Take us through, before we even enter inside, to feel how the vehicle looks like, we need to understand, what is this, what does it do, how can someone access it, where are the charging ports in the country?
Okay, I will just so what we have here is an electric vehicle charger. This is one of the latest with multiple charging points you can utilize. It uses up to 4 different charging protocols, and among these we have the CSS, the CHAdeMO, the Type 2 and Type 1. It's able to incorporate that, so this can cover up to over 95% of the electric vehicles available on the market. Yes, so currently I have a charging process which I'll stop and completely show you through. Okay, so I could demonstrate for you how this vehicle is able to charge. Okay. So majorly what you need is an access card for it to start a charging process. So you'll be able to swipe. So it's very important that you know the protocol that your car charges. So we have up to 3 different protocols, as you can see, but all these show you different pictures of how your car port actually looks like. So you can always look at it as how you can have a Type-C charger for your phone or an iPhone charger. There's nothing very special about the protocol itself.
So these protocols are just like a definition of when you have, let's say, an iPhone, an ordinary smartphone, and maybe another charging kind of system.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, take us through it.
Yes, so right now these are the different protocols. This specific vehicle, the Nissan Leaf, is able to use the CHAdeMO and the AC Type 1. So I'll select the AC type, which is here. So it prompts me to start a charging process, which I'll proceed to start since already my cable is connected. So right now the vehicle is able to actually show you that it has started charging with those 3 different dots on the vehicle. Yes, so this vehicle is charging. These are the different indications. You don't need to first enter to tell that the vehicle is actually charging. And then right here are the charging ports.
These are the charging ports.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's also a further difference in the charging ports. We have those that are slow charging, those are the AC type, and then the DC type are the fast charging. So this is the CHAdeMO, just like you saw it in the picture there. When you look at it closely, you notice that it also looks exactly the same. So this specific vehicle with the fast charging takes up to 30 minutes to reach 80% and a maximum of 1 hour to reach full capacity.
Okay, let's get into the exciting part. I would like to see what is inside the vehicles, and I will tell you, most of the buyers in Uganda pay a lot of attention to how the interior of a vehicle looks like before they even go into what other things the vehicle does, what other unique features a vehicle has. And what we are experiencing here is part of what you could call a motor vehicle for the ages, for the new ages, and we are trying to experience and feel how does an electric car operate, how does it start, and if at all you are a possible buyer, how then or how best can you access this vehicle? Take us through the starting procedures of this vehicle and how special is it from the different ones.
Okay, this specific vehicle is an electric vehicle, 100%, meaning you're not taking any fuel. It's a very silent car. I'm going to demonstrate for you how you start it basically, okay. And you fully have a look at this.
And I can tell you, a dear viewer, by the way, that this is an exciting feeling for me. As I'm in the video, maybe next year you will see me with one and driving and cruising within Kampala. And who knows, maybe, who knows? Who knows? And you, a viewer, can be the sponsor of the same. But let's get into this situation to try to understand how to set or how we start and kickstart the engine.
Okay. So this is a key type, a key type vehicle. So you need specifically your key, okay, which is right here. So you just have to press the brake, and then you press the start button. So unfortunately, it's a very quiet car. You can't tell that it's started by just hearing, but you need to use the visual. So you can see it's already showing you it's in park. You can use the e-pedal. So right on the side is where we have our, what you call your gears, a gear changer place. So you just need to play around with this joystick. Okay. Yes, yes.
And then you follow whatever is on the dash.
Yes.
Also, I've come to realize that there is something unique also about the what?
The rear mirror.
Yeah, the rear mirror. So take us through how does it operate? And because it does seem like there's a camera here.
Yes, there's actually a camera, just like the ordinary vehicles. When you swipe this rear view mirror, it either changes to viewing as a mirror or viewing as a camera. Okay. Yes.
And okay, besides that, as we're moving out now, we need to understand how long can this particular vehicle move? Or when it comes to, if you've fully charged it, how many kilometers can it cover? And then how long does it take for one person to charge it?
Okay, this particular vehicle can move up to 250 kilometers. I can tell you we used this same vehicle to come to this site, which was 132 kilometers. And currently we are doing a charging process to ensure that we can proceed. Yes, so practically you can move up to 250 kilometers. That could be closely approaching Barara.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, there you have it. We shall be getting back to some of the exhibitors later on, but what we have now is we're going to turn your attention to a different exhibitor to understand how much this particular vehicle does cost, or which range, what are the range prices for many of these vehicles, because we need to also create an understanding for you who is a possible buyer to fully get into proper context of, if you have the money today, where can you access, where can you buy the vehicle, how then can you be able to get this vehicle and drive it right away. Let me, hello, you're live on UBC. Can I please speak to you?
Ashley.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
You're live on UBC. What's your name?
Myra Ashley.
All Ashley, please take us through. We've been told that you are responsible for the other vehicles, the pricing and the range. You know, what is so unique about the other vehicle?
What is unique is that they are less, you spend less. So this is through servicing, even if it means because you're using electricity, you can charge it at home. You can literally walk out and then you are sure you'll be able to charge anywhere and you'll be able to use your vehicle and you won't spend a lot of money. So it's cost effective, it's efficient, it doesn't make any noise, so you won't, it feels good to be in the car. It's really made for the person who's driving it. They thought about you.
All right. Besides that, take us through the cost range. We need to understand, if at all someone wants to buy a car, how much can they access one? Not necessarily that one, but if you can take us through some of the price ranges that we have on the market.
Okay, for these ones, we have a variety. For motor care, we have about 4 different types from 4 different brands. So we have Ford, which is also part of our partnership. We have Hyundai, then we have the Nissan. So for Nissan, we have 2 electric cars right now in stock, the Aria, which is here, and the Leaf that's here, and then the Aria. Then for Ford, you find that we have a Mustang. Then for Hyundai, we have the Ioniq and the Creta. So for different needs. So if you want an SUV, we have one under the electric bracket. If you want a sedan, we have one under the electric bracket. But the price, because they're new on the market, they are a bit costly. So I would say they're a bit, so the cheapest one, which we have here, the Leaf, goes for about $55,000. And then it keeps on changing as you go. It keeps on varying with the cars that you have.
Okay. I was trying to make some evaluation and calculating how much $50,000 is in Ugandan shillings. Maybe I'll give you the figure later on. But lastly, where are the available, bonds? Because many of the Ugandans are used to going in a bond to buy a car. Where do they get these types now?
I cannot speak for bonds because as we sell 0 mileage, so we have them at our showrooms, we sell 0 mileage. But for bonds, I've seen they are bringing most. They are kinds like the Tesla, the new ones that are coming in. So it's a developing market, I would say. They're not fully saturated, but they are coming up. Okay. Yes.
Thank you very much. And there you have it from Ashley. And also, you get to realize she mentioned something very critical. She mentioned something very critical. If you want to buy for someone a car, this is there. You can choose an e-mobility sustainable vehicle. Hello.
Yes, hello.
You're live on UBC. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Namakula Valentina, and I'm a rider of Green, and I'm a member of Green Hub. I ride the EV scooter, iCube electric bike. I use it to transport people. As you can see on our billboard, this is me.
With the surfboard helmet.
I use it to transport people on the surfboard app. Yeah, I carry passengers. It can take one person per trip. So it can go 105 kilometers. Its price is 9.6 M.
Okay, now from the rider's experience, I love the fact that you're a rider and you're using it. How efficient is it and how different is it from the ordinary fuel-driven bikes?
The first thing, it's fast compared to the other bikes, whereby you need to check and to change the gears. This one you don't need to change the gears, you just move. And then when it comes to the cost of the fuel, for it doesn't need you to go to buy fuel.
As an ordinary border user at times, there are situations you find yourself in where a border runs out of fuel. And what the border man does is, he gets the border, tries to create some space. What happens when you run out of battery?
The lucky part with this bike is the way how you have a phone, right? Yes. You know that my phone is from 100 to 0%. So you can easily tell via its screen.
So does it also warn when it's around 15%? Because
definitely. So, and since I'm a rider, I know this mouse can take me up to here, this mouse can take me up to here.
Had I not been on the live, I would have experienced this particular one and try to experience the feel and see how things are doing. But we also have other sustainable solutions and solution providers here. I'm going to be going through quite a number of them. Let me get into other exhibitors to to understand what do they have to showcase, what do they have here, and what is their take on sustainable solutions as we are turning to green. The future is green and the future is now. Hello, good afternoon. You're live on UBC.
Yeah, thanks UBC for having us here and for visiting our store. So my name is Ivan and I work with Innovex Uganda. Innovex Uganda is a tech manufacturing company. We are more into electronics manufacturing of various electronics products. And just as you can see around here, our products, we call them DAVIXs, they are RMUs, you can call them remote monitoring units. They are embedded into solar systems. Actually, basically, to explain it better, they integrate into the entire ecosystem of renewable energy, because you realize that renewable energy, we talk about batteries, we talk about solar panels, and all these other sources of energy that are smart. So you realize that the remote monitoring unit that Innovex manufactures can be integrated on various solar systems, can be integrated, for example, on e-vehicles, because they need to know what's being the consumption, the generation, and the entire state of health of the battery. On e-bikes as well, because all these parameters are very important for sustainability of the manufacturer, but also to give insights on the user on how they are supposed to go about their system usage.
I love asking questions about the cost of things and how accessible are they, and if at all someone wants to get them, does it come to a cheaper, if I may ask?
Yeah, we have a variety of products depending on the client's need. Because now, for example, to break it down for you, we have cold room DAVIXs. We can call them cold room DAVIX or remote monitoring units because it's term for DAVIX. We have small AC DAVIXs, big AC DAVIXs, pump DAVIXs. So all these ones come in various prices, and because their application is really different. So you realize that if it's a small solar system that is maybe purely DC, we have a DC DAVIX that can serve that purpose, and it comes at the cost relative to maybe the cost of the solar system. That means if a system has an inverter, a big inverter, we have a DAVIX that can also serve that particular purpose, and it's within that very range. Now if it's a cold room DAVIX, because cold rooms, they are like cold big storages, so it's the same DAVIX or unit that comes in the same measure. Because you realize that someone has a cold room the size of this center, and they want to install sensors at various points, so it comes with a certain kind of customization. Also, in terms of course, it has to be relative to really the need. Yes.
Thank you very much. And that is Innovex. I've mentioned something about the fact that the exhibitors are quite a number and quite many here. That is why we're trying to, check out and see who we can speak to, how can we try to understand what they do and what are they bringing that is unique on the market, as we are also waiting for the chief guest. Please do know that the chief guest is the Right Honorable Rebecca Litwala Kadaga, who is also in company with the Minister of Technology Innovation, that is Honorable Monica Musenero, Honorable Dr. Monica Musenero. Now let me get to Team Africa's largest EV manufacturer, the Spiro guys. Hello, good afternoon. You are live on UBC.
Good afternoon. Nice to have you here today. Welcome to our stand. My name is Robert.
Okay. I love the theme for this year. The theme is talking about the fact that the future is green, the future is now. Looking at the theme of this year, what are you providing on the market that speaks directly to it?
That's a great question. What we're having for the Ugandan market today is Africa's best electric bike. That represents all the solutions that we will be providing in the near future. So right now we've started with the two-wheeler space. We'll be venturing into the three-wheeler space and the four-wheeler space.
I love the fact that you're good at marketing. You said Africa's best on the market. How long have you been on the market, and how have you found it? Do you have enough to sustain the upcoming years?
We've been on the market, African market, I would say. That's 2.5 years right now. In Uganda, we've operated for about 2 months and some weeks. In Uganda, we have 400 bikes so far sold on the Ugandan roads. And do we have enough to sustain the market? Yes, we do have 15,000 bikes in Africa, which makes us Africa's largest Yes. So that goes to show you that we have a lot of market acceptance. People love a product.
All right. Lastly, what is so special about the bikes that you have on the market from the other competitors that seem to keep on moving and growing each other here?
Okay. So right now you're looking at one of the the various iterations that we will have. Our bike has been built for Africa. Okay. From the ground up, this bike was designed as an electric bike. Built for Africa, I mean every component has been built with the African conditions in mind, with the African user in mind.
Weather conditions and the potholes.
That is correct. So if you look at our suspension, a beefy suspension built for African terrain. If you look at all the creature comforts that you will get on a high-end bike, we've been able to bring that down to, to a bike that the border rider can easily access.
All right.
Yes.
All right, 15K electric bikes on the road. Thank you very much. And, well, let's turn our focus back to where the guest is going to be coming from. Am I enjoying my time here? Pretty much, I should say. But you also get to realize that maybe I'm getting more knowledge about how vehicles operate, how different electronics also operate. But the main focus is e-mobility. And my mind is telling me if at all I have the chance and the opportunity to sit in any of them, I would be very, very happy and very excited. But let me take you through to this side of things. I want you to have a glimpse of some of the vehicles on display here. This particular one is coming in from a brand called Wuling, and it's an Aerial. You get to realize that many of the vehicles that we have now on display, electric vehicles. Now, many of the players within the motor vehicle industry or the motor industry are trying as much as they can to create vehicles or manufacture, the word is manufacture, to manufacture vehicles that will definitely create room for sustainable e-mobility and also to create the future for the green energy that we are looking forward to. And I do also have another gentleman who is also here and part of the exhibitors. Good afternoon, sir, and you're live on UBC.
Good afternoon.
Okay, please tell the viewer your name, what you're doing, what are you exhibiting, which company are you coming from, or which company are you representing?
My name is Nicholas Agutu. You're at the City Tires stand. Okay. What we have here today is a fully electric vehicle. This is not really on sale, okay, but it's for our lucky win, for exhibition and also for our lucky winners. Okay. So currently we are running a draw.
Please, first run inside the other side and we get into the car.
Okay.
Or I go and sit the other side, you sit here. Aha. Exactly. Now, this is the kind of feeling I wanted to experience. You never know. I might be the lucky winner to take home. Should I say I also look good in the car? You've mentioned something about the exhibition.
Yes.
You've mentioned and talked about the fact that people can win this particular car from a promotion. Take us through that.
Well, we at City Tires have always been championing sustainable energy, and this exhibition is also a chance to showcase what we can give to our clients, apart from tires and other services that people have enjoyed from us. You can also get to enjoy such products. We already have charging systems, electric vehicle charging systems at our branches, and with this I think we're taking it to the next level by letting our customers win these electric vehicles. We have currently we have given out 2, and we have 3 more coming this year.
All right. Let me ask a very local question, I should say. Let's think locally now. When you look at the tires of these vehicles, are there any different from our ordinary fuel-driven vehicles?
That's a very good question. What I'd like to assure everyone is that the tires you're going to use on electric cars or this electric car are the same as what you'll find in the market.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing different. You're going to be using the same kind of pressure. You're going to use the same tires. Depending on your terrain, that's what will determine which type of tires you use. But basically, everything is the same.
All right. And then lastly, do you think you can compete favorably on the market and create, that sustainable solution that we are looking for in the future of e-mobility?
Absolutely, because we are championing change in Uganda, and us showcasing such products shows that we are ready and we're already in charge of joining sustainable energy.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I should leave the key here.
Thank you.
All right. I've got some feel of this particular vehicle, my dear viewer, and maybe if you can buy, there is an opportunity for you to actually get this one on a promotion if you are going through or if you're a customer of City Tires. Now let's talk batteries now, because as much as we talk e-mobility, batteries is something very essential. The other side, we've been having conversations about how you charge, how fast, how affordable. Now let's get into the battery side and see how these batteries can be very essential for you who is a capable buyer. Hello, good afternoon. You're live on UBC.
Yes, good afternoon. You're speaking to Dawson Uganda Batteries.
Okay.
Yes.
Take us through Uganda Batteries. What are you offering for the e-mobility expo this time around? And what can you assure a viewer out there that if at all they buy a product, if at all they buy a vehicle that is electric, they are assured of a sustainable and a long-lasting battery?
Yes, as Uganda Batteries, we're here to offer a brand new battery on the market. Actually, we've had it before, but this is a more improved product right now. This is the maintenance-free, as you can see here. Mostly of our electric vehicles used here in Uganda use the NS60 with 45 Ah to power up the system, besides the other big battery, that is the auxiliary battery that is used in the vehicle. Our batteries come with a 1-year warranty, and believe me, it's the best on the market currently. Yes.
I've been speaking to everybody, and everyone is telling me they have the best product on the market. So are you intending to completely switch and provide for both markets that we do have, like you're doing now?
For electric and the fuel-driven vehicle. Yeah, it's work in progress. Like currently, like I said, we are still offering this to the market. As we go in the next 2-3 years, we shall have the exact big battery used in the electric vehicles.
Thank you very much. Now you're going to hear key terms like batteries, electric, mobility, charging, and the like. It's not the kind of things where you're going to hear something to do with diesel and fuel. But along the journey, we are going to be expecting and hearing new terms, especially when it comes to riding, and of course, when it also comes to financing. I wanted someone to help me. We're on live television, and I wanted to experience how this particular bike works when I'm seated, not riding. But what's your name? First, talk to us.
Thank you. I'm called Francis. I am the electric vehicle manager at a financing company called Watu. We're here trying to spearhead the transition to from traditional motorbikes to of course, to the electric ones. And for us, our role is to bridge the gap.
Okay. You've thought something about financing. Let me first greet the two gentlemen. I come back to you very fast. Hello, you're live on UBC.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Nemani. I'm the commercial manager at Gogo Electric.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What are you offering today?
So we offer the bike here that you see behind you, the battery that's being made to power that bike, and a swap station network to charge your batteries around the country.
Okay.
And hi, Chris here, area business manager for Gogo. So we are in charge of the electric bike and setting up different swap stations in the area, and our partner Watu is the financer of the whole.
And I wanted to know something about the finances. You are what to bring in the financial, and because without the finances I won't be able to afford. What do you mean by that you're partnering with Gogo to bring the financial support and making sure things move on swiftly?
Yeah, just in brief, like our role here as Watu is to bridge the financial inclusion gap, and what we do is that we do finance a couple of assets to our for example, right now the target audiences are now the electric motorbike operators. So what we do is that we offer flexible repayment options, just tailored strictly to ensure that everyone can have access to this nice electric bike here.
Who is operating the bike, you people? I wanted to feel how the bike moves.
You can actually have a feel of the bike.
Yes, exactly. Because I wanted to see it. Where can I sit? I think the rider sits faster. The rider sits fast.
So currently today,
okay.
That's who is riding.
Hey.
Let him answer on the way.
Okay, who is riding?
Chris is riding.
Okay, Chris. Let's go. And You would definitely love my job for a moment at this particular time, because now I'm experiencing another particular. This one is coming in from Gogo, and maybe when we do return, I'll be giving you more details about the same. This is a wonderful experience as we are moving around to check and see how everything is working, because it does seem like it's not even releasing any sort of sound. So for those of you who are watching, and Gogo is giving me the experience to enjoy, have a feel of how it feels like when you are on an electric bike. Now get that money and buy yourself an electric bike. Let's try to have sustainable solutions for the future. The future is green and the future is now. Now let me turn my focus to some of the other exhibitions that are ongoing here, because we do have quite a number of others. Now, I wish to know why we have these ones here, because there are quite a number of questions you, my viewer, would be asking when we have NICE, which is believed to be a house of plastics, in the exhibition. Now I wish to know, why do we have them here? And it seems they also have a unique kind of product on the market. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. How are you?
We are okay. What are you offering, and how come NICE House of Plastics that we've known is also here addressing electronic mobility?
So when it comes to NICE House of Plastics, we offer a wide range of items, and when it comes to e-mobility, we are providing plastic chairs that are used in the buses. So we are providing seats that can be used in the buses. We provide battery components like the way you see here, among a variety of items. So there is a lot that NICE House of Plastics that can offer to the wider public, to the electronic industry also.
Okay. How cheap are they? You know, I don't want to use expensive. How affordable, okay, are these products? You know, how affordable? How affordable? You're live on UBC.
Thank you. Being Bubu, being Ugandan made, definitely they are very affordable. You can take an example. We make for Uganda Batteries, which is our sister company, the battery components, and their batteries are the most affordable batteries on the market.
You know, the funny part is, thank you, he started with being Bubu, buy Uganda, build Uganda, and the focus is you never know what is happening. Now, the last time I attended a tour, or I went to a trip, I used the Whispers of the Wild bus. Now that bus is the one the Uganda Wildlife Authority uses for tourism. Now this is the Kayola. Is it the Kayola EV or the Kayola coach? This is the Kayola diesel coach, and we're going to be experiencing how this particular one works. How unique is it? But let me talk to a gentleman who is right here with me as we move into. I think we can use this route, sir. We need to understand what is so special about this. You're live in UBC. Please speak to us.
You're welcome to the Kayola diesel coach right here at the Kiira vehicle plant. This is an executive bus made in Uganda. It has 43 executive seats with an infotainment system. We have air conditioning on board. You have television screens on board for passengers. You have a number of safety features, including fire extinguishers. You have window breakers. You have first aid kits on board. You have emergency exits. The floor is made of bamboo wood. We have a fridge on board, and these buses can be customized according to the client's needs.
Okay, I read somewhere that you've so far manufactured 39. I stand to be corrected if I'm wrong. Is that the number? If you're to total up the Kayola coaches as well as the Kayola EVs?
That's the number. 7 diesel buses, 32 electric buses on the road.
All right. And how special are these buses? If at all I'm going on a trip, what special kind of feeling and comfort do I experience?
Number one, the interior is exquisite. Gives you a wonderful travel experience as you travel. Okay. Number two, the suspension system for these particular buses is electronically controlled air suspension, which gives you some great comfort as you travel and navigate humps and potholes on our roads.
And lastly, before I go to the driver to ask how his experience is while driving this particular vehicle, is that what are some of the companies that you've given services of these vehicles that you can name offhand?
We have Uganda Airlines and NEC that have purchased buses from us. We also have individuals Ugandans that have purchased buses from us as individuals. We also have Uganda Civil Aviation Authority using a number of electric buses to shuttle their staff.
Okay. Now let's get to the driver, the big man, the man who captains every move here to ensure that we have a safe trip. You're live on UBC, and a very warm good afternoon.
All right. Good afternoon to you. Okay. I'm Katusime Kenneth. Okay. I'm a bus driver, plant operator. I can assure you this bus is very comfortable on the hills. So everything is very comfortable on it. Yes.
Let's talk about the speed. Back in primary, whenever we're going for a trip, we used to have a popular song of saying, "Driver yongero mlido." How fast is this vehicle? How fast is this bus?
This bus
This coach, I should say.
Yes, the coach is very faster. It can go very faster, but we have the speed limit as to control it, as to keep safety first, so that we be safe on the road.
Okay.
Yes.
And well, I will have to leave you here. I was hoping maybe you were going to give us a ride, but it seems it's going to be here for exhibition, and maybe later on we may head to Kampala. We may return back to Kampala. Using the Kayola coach for those who are here. But first of all, take us through what is the other one, and what is different when it comes to the Kayola EVs?
What we have right there is the Kayola EVS bus. Okay. That's a city bus, whereas the diesel buses are made for long distance travels, intercity and cross country. We have the EVS buses for city mobility. Okay. This particular bus is the 8-meter Kayola EVS. With a range of 200 kilometers on a single charge, and a capacity of 56 passengers.
Oh.
That is 28 seated and 28 standing.
So this is the capacity of standing?
Yes.
I think for those of you who used to access the Pioneer buses, you can have a similar feel of the same. The only beauty about it is that this particular one has a better interior and a little bit more spacious if you come to think of it. And well, it gives you a run for your money if you're in the if you are in the transportation industry, if I'm to say. And I've also encountered some of these particular buses on the roads, like with is it the Uganda Airlines also having this?
Uganda Civil Aviation Authority are using these buses to shuttle their staff between Kampala and Entebbe Airport.
Okay. And this particular one is electric.
This is 100% electric. 100% electric, and has a number of features that ensure that passengers are pretty comfortable. We have air conditioning that runs in the buses as you move. Okay. Yeah, we have the safety features, including cameras. So the driver has a 360 view of the bus, so there are no blind spots as the driver is driving.
Let's get to the driver. Let's get to the driver. The driver who has a 360 view of the bus. You're live on UBC, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
First, take us through the experience. You as a driver, because I'm forced to believe you didn't learn how to drive driving electric vehicles. Now, how different is this particular feel compared to the other ordinary fuel-driven vehicles?
Thank you. This bus here, when you're driving it, you feel like you're really driving a car. If you're driving a bus, it has a lot of features. Like when you're driving, for example, you view from behind, in front, all the sides. I can say it's a really good bus.
Thank you very much. Now, that said, let's get to what many of the people call a game changer, because by the time, there was a time stories were running, students, former students then and current students by then students of Makerere University, when they came up with an innovation, it was something that many of the Ugandans saw as maybe something small or something that may not become into this huge project that we do have, or this huge corporation. Now we have the Kiira EV, the first of its kind, if I'm to remember so well. First, take us through the genesis of this particular one.
Yes, this particular vehicle is called the Kiira EV, the first electric vehicle made on the African continent by Ugandan engineers. This vehicle has a history in that it was the first electric vehicle ridden by a president, by a head of state.
Okay.
So the manufacturers or makers of the vehicle at the time, our CEO, rode with His Excellency the President on this bus, on this very car in 2011. So this vehicle was designed during a challenge at MIT, where different groups of students had been converged to design a vehicle for the Indian market. So when the students from Uganda, a group of students from Uganda went, they designed something very beautiful that was appreciated. They were actually awarded as the best. So they came back to Uganda, and that is where the story of the Kiira vehicle plant starts. So without the Kiira EV, we do not have Kiira Motors.
Because I wanted to ask, this particular vehicle, how much did it create a revolution for the corporation we do have so far? If you to look back and take us through the journey, how did it lay a precedent for the corporation we have?
One, this vehicle actually demonstrated the capability for Africa, and Uganda in particular, to make electric vehicles. And that was an eye-opener. And we thank God for a wonderful president, a visionary president, who saw the future. He saw a Kiira vehicle plant when other people just saw what we'd call a toy car. But right now we are here with very many buses transporting very many people, and buses ready to hit the African continent.
Looking at the future of Kiira Motors Corporation, do you think we have the capacity as a country to create and to create the sustainable solutions and also manufacture vehicles and motorbikes, maybe, but for starters, vehicles that can be able to reach out the international markets?
Yeah, sure. We have a lot of capacity. One, we have the human resource necessary. We have very, very wonderful leadership. And that is very, very key. We wouldn't be this far without the wonderful leadership that we have and the human resource that we have. So we are ready to hit the African market. We are ready to hit even beyond the African market with the Kayola buses.
Okay. And I was going to ask you the other vehicles that have been manufactured by the Kiira Motors Corporation. And I've seen a very special vehicle on the other side, and I wanted you to take us through it as well. This black one here.
This particular one is called the Kiira EVS. The Kiira EVS is a hybrid vehicle. It means it uses both fuel and electricity.
Is it open? I sit this way, you sit the other side.
No worries, you can access.
You know, because me, I'm prophesizing in order for people to know the type of vehicles I'm supposed to be driving in the future, so that they are not shocked when I have them. Woohoo! Gentlemen and ladies, I should tell you, these vehicles are pretty much spacious enough, and they kind of give you the feel of a top boss that you wish to have. Take us through the design of this particular one. Who designed it? Were they completely Ugandan students? Oh,
this is purely designed and made by Ugandans. Made right here in Uganda, in Kampala. So the car is currently off, but it's a hybrid vehicle where you can change in between whether you want to use electricity or you want to use fuel.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do you change? Do we have a switch where you're definitely going to change when it comes to this particular one?
Yeah, there are a number of components that you could use, and switch between the modes, either electric or diesel. Okay. But also has that option of the auto switch.
All right.
Yes.
Anyways, we expect to have all of these vehicles on the market in the long run for any Ugandan motor vehicle lover or anyone who wants a Porsche car. Over the years, I've been seeing many gentlemen giving out gifts to their wives, and such vehicles have always been on display. Now we have a Kayola EV here, a simpler one, I should say. It gives me a kind of a feel of the former Ugandan train that we had back in the time. What is this particular type of EV, and what is this one called?
This is called the 6-meter Kayola EVS. This is a game changer.
It does look like one.
Yeah, so it has a capacity of 20 seated and standing.
Okay.
And you see we have enough leg room. You have fans here to give you some good ambience.
Okay.
You have infotainment as well in terms of radio systems. So it's a pretty comfortable bus.
Okay.
Very small to navigate the narrow roads that we have within the cities. Yeah, so this is a perfect solution for us here.
So which markets were you targeting, or which kind of people are you targeting with this vehicle? Are you targeting the Mwananchi or even corporate companies?
Yeah, this is mainly designed as a campus tour bus.
Ooh.
So for large campers, so you can use to tour large facilities, but also it can be used on our roads as a matatu, but that's for the wananchi, but even for companies that want to transport their staff, government bodies. This is the perfect solution for them as well. So if you have few staff, you can take a smaller bus. If you have lots of staff, you can have a bigger bus.
Okay. And let's get to the charging ports here, so that you can also give us an understanding of the same. I'm also seeing some bicycles here. I don't know if they are electric bicycles.
We have electric bicycles.
Okay. Let's get into the functionality of how this particular charging port works. And if at all someone wants it in their own compound, is it possible or not?
These particular chargers, this setup is what we call is for a 360 kilowatt charger. Okay. So these 3 piles are supported by one portion system at the back, and it's able to charge up to 6 buses at the same time. Okay. So with double charging guns on each pile, you're able to charge 6 buses at the same time. The chargers can charge the buses depending on the size of the bus, in 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or even an hour, depending on the size of the bus.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, and we surely are going to be telling people more about this particular experience. And like I should tell you, the gentleman has taken me to the buses. I have experienced the other ride, and I'm forced to believe that I will have a greater future ahead as an individual. But that said, we have noticed that we have electric bicycles here, and I need to know how they work, because if you have an electric bicycle, I don't know if at all it has an engine that if you have if you're racing and let's say you're in for the Olympic Games, you definitely use it and run your race the right way. These are quite unique and different on the market, and they're also here for the exhibition. And let's try to see how they work though. This particular one. Hey sir, you're most welcome to UBC. You are live here. Take us through how this particular bicycle works.
So my name is Emmanuel Okono. I work with Haraka. So this is our electric bike, and it's a very good bike, and you can use both pedal and also electricity. It has a throttle, it has a LED display, it has a lamp, and it also has a horn. For example, this is a lamp, headlamp. Okay. This is a horn, and this is a display which acts as a switch. When you turn it on, and you pull down this throttle, it starts moving. Okay. It starts moving at a high speed. It goes up to 30 kilometers per hour.
Did you watch this this series of Clark?
Not really.
Because I wanted to ask, how fast can I run if at all I decided to ride it from there, and I'm competing with, let's say, a motorbike? Can it take me to the right speed I want?
No, for motorbike, you can ride because it has smaller tires. The braking system does not support that high speed, so you can't really race with a motorbike. Yeah, because a motorbike goes up to like 100 and something kilometers per hour. This one goes up to like 35 kilometers per hour, and it's powered by a lithium-ion battery, which is of 48 volts and 12 amperes.
The terms you're using, some of my viewers may not understand. Now, please break it down for us. What is this metal made of?
This one is made of steel alloy. Okay. Yeah, strong metal. Combination of metals to make something which is very strong, even if it's of a small millimeter, but really strong. Okay. Yeah. So it's the battery is inbuilt battery to protect it from theft and also rain.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
One more thing, and it runs at a motor of 500 watts. Yeah, this is the motor. Yes.
And how long does it take to charge?
It takes 4 hours to charge and goes for 40 kilometers per single charge. That is the range.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is a charger. Yeah, this is a charger. Very easy to install. It has a charging point here. You insert, and then this goes to the socket, just like the way you plug in your phone adapter. Very easy and very friendly.
Anyways, and there are lots of things here in Uganda that if you put your mind to it and you try to explore, the chances are so high you're putting yourself in the right thing. Now, I've mentioned something about the exhibitors that we do have. The other side, I was shocked by the nice house of plastics. Here we have Plascon. Now, Plascon is highly known for paint. So I don't know if they're offering sustainable paint solutions, or they have something else on the market that we wish to know as well. Good afternoon, sir. You're live on UBC.
Good afternoon. How are you? My name is Kiira Paul. I am the automotive sales manager from Kansai Plascon.
I am Joram Paul Sonko, so I have met a namesake. Now, let's get into what you're offering today at the exhibition.
Yes. We have come to display the products which we manufacture. Now, we manufacture a number of products. One, water-based, solvent-based, and automotive. We get to the automotive.
Because we are here for the automotive language, auto language, electric mobility language.
Exactly. Now, when you look at this product here, we manufacture this product to service Kiira Motors. Right there, those are our products. All those buses you see in the yard here, we are the ones who have manufactured paint that has been used on the buses.
Let's go slow. You mean to tell me that whatever we are seeing as the vanish of the beauty of the buses are manufactured by the Plascon here?
100% Kansai Plascon.
This is top tier marketing.
Yes.
But if someone wants this particular, paint or varnish, I should say, for their own vehicles, which may not be electric per se, how can they access them? Are they free? Are they on the market? Not free, but are they on the market?
They are available. They are available in our factories. We have the first factory on 2nd Street in Kampala, and the main factory in Namave. You can either have it from our factories. If not, you pick the paint from our authorized dealers.
Are they affordable?
Oh yes, why not? You can imagine. Look at the bus. Look at the bus. Value for money. For Plascon, we talk about value for money.
Okay.
Yes.
Indeed, value for money. And so, even if you do not have an electric vehicle, we've been told that this particular paint here is being offered by Kansai Plascon. Yes. How durable?
We give you a guarantee of 10 years. Standard. 10 years when it's still in good condition. So after 10 years, you can respray it, or if not, you do the whole thing, or you change the color.
Thank you very much.
I would prefer people who change colors, because we have a lot, you can see. All these are colors.
This is a typical Paul. He's good at marketing, and he will make sure that you buy these particular vehicles. But he mentioned something very, very important. 10 years
guarantee. 10 years guarantee.
Okay. Is this one layer? Of, like, let's say paint?
No. Normally when we are doing these buses, we have the process called priming. After priming, we do the intermediate coat. That is the undercoat. Then the final coat. So this is the final coat.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me now take you to a brief tour of this particular place as a viewer. As a viewer here, you get to realize that there's a quality inspection and testing area that we do have here. It is the other side, because we are live at the Kiira Motors Corporation plant, and I will try to take you through what is happening at the exhibition now. This particular set was more like a parking lot for the vehicles, and now what is happening here is that we have quite a number of things happening here. Later on, by the way, once the expo kicks off fully, you will get to realize that we shall be having some entertainment, some food, quite a number of guests. Oh, did I not leave this vehicle here? This is a beautiful one as well. For people who are into vintage, Dennis Sigoa is a man who loves driving vintage vehicles. He would definitely love that one. Now, let me take you to some of the guests at the venue that we do have, because we want to understand how the experience is. It's a red carpet, stroke black carpet, I should say, for those of you who are watching us this very afternoon. Now, this is the grand entry of the Uganda E-Mobility Expo. Did I tell you that the brand is well represented? And meaning we are here and we are live to make sure that we give you the experience. Now, this is a quick drive-through of whatever is happening for anyone who is making their way to the E-Mobility Expo 2024. Now I'm ensuring that you have the experience. Now this side is an exciting bit of things because we do have different experiences, different exhibitors. Let me go and check out on some few people as well to try to understand what do they have to offer. What do they have to offer? The theme for this year, I did mention, green. The future is green and the future is now. How sustainable can you create for the market? Now the future is now, but that future is something that is mainly and majorly focusing on 1, 2, 3 things. One is climate change discussions. Secondly, it is the future that is it's talking about electric mobility. As we are going to be kicking off at the Kiira Motors plant here in Jinja, you get to realize that we do have quite a number of dignitaries in place, potential customers, potential stakeholders, because here what is being exhibited is to clearly give someone a feel of understanding that if at all you want to buy, you can easily buy. Now I do have Jada Coffee in place here, and we're going to be talking a little bit more to understand coffee. When I was coming to the plant here, I did take some coffee. The lady I'm having here, Jackie, speaks so much about coffee, and she has been preaching the gospel of Ugandan coffee. She has even brought it here at the E-Mobility Expo. Hello, good afternoon. You're live on UBC.
How are you?
I am well. Glad to meet you.
Glad to meet you too.
Let's talk about coffee. Let's talk about coffee now. And you've been preaching coffee. Now you've brought it.
What would you like to have?
I would love to. Not the latte. I would love black, strong.
Black, strong. Yeah.
Take us through, when it comes to coffee, I've seen many countries over the years have been preaching about creating room for sustainable solutions along the way to address climate change, meaning that if at all you are a coffee grower, you have to make sure that the environments where you're growing your coffee exactly. Take us through that, you as a coffee player on the market.
Yeah. Well, I think it's good for all of us. It's not just that we need the European Union to come here and tell us that, you know what, it's not safe for us to live in a deforested area. But as government, we need to understand dealing with 1.7 million smallholder farmers who do not speak this English, would need more sensitization to understand exactly what it means for them. Because if you look at the way we have grown up, you either fetch firewood or you fetch water. Now, there is no way how you're going to tell a farmer who is trying to survive to have a meal and is using firewood as a means, of energy, and then you say stop cutting down the trees, and yet he's preparing a meal. So that is why we need to come up as a government, as the country, to work with the farmers, so that by the time you explain to the farmer that the coffee that is in here, as Jada Coffee, will not be buying your coffee because it will not be allowed here. Yeah, so I think what we need is more communication. It is more of being patient with the farmers so that we don't put a deadline or timeline and we say, oh, you must do this, or if you don't do this, because we know in Uganda, if you say you can't grow coffee, they can switch to cassava. Uganda is so blessed, they can switch to potatoes, husk of avocado, and they will uproot. Here is your black. Strong.
Thank you very much. And that is Jacqueline Arinda, who is the CEO of Jada Coffee Uganda. Thank you very much for the time. I love coffee, by the way. So she has given me some black coffee, strong coffee, I should say. And I'm going to have a wonderful ride here as well. Now, let me talk to some of the gentlemen who are here with us as well to take us through today's event and what we should expect, you, my viewer, who is watching at home. A very good afternoon, sir. You're live on UBC.
Good afternoon. Bohanda Bran is my name, and yes, we are here in the Expo. It's an interesting and exciting event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking at what is being exhibited so far, what do you think the future is like for Uganda's electric vehicles?
The future is bright. We all need to embrace the, clean energy. We have to go green. So by and large, this is, the beginning of the journey that we must take as Ugandans.
Okay.
Yes. We must run away from the diesel cars because of their effects to the environment and the effects to the body, the human beings as well. So we must embrace the green energy. We must go green. We must go, electric.
We do have quite a number of Ugandans who would be asking how ready and prepared is Kiira Motors Corporation per se to meet the market or the demand that the African continent is going to be having in the future when it comes to electrically driven vehicles?
First and foremost, I'm from National Enterprise Corporation, and we are privileged to have been the implementers of this facility as you're seeing it. You've seen, all the infrastructure that is, on this ground has been developed and constructed by us as National Enterprise Corporation. Okay. Certainly that puts us in good space to, answer your question. Yes. How prepared is Kiira Motors? The facility is getting ready for production. They have the capacity of producing 11 buses every day, every single day as we speak. And the facility has capacity to scale to up to maybe say 50 plus buses, but it also has the dynamism of changing to other modes of transport, the pickups, all the other SUVs that will be required by the market. So we have the capacity the plant has the capacity to fulfill the needs of Ugandans as well as all other African countries.
All right. Thank you very much. And please send greetings to everybody from NEC FC.
Oh, yes. Indeed, we as NEC, we are privileged to be part of, the football fraternity. I'm the chairman of NEC FC, so I will indeed take greetings to all our members, the fans and everyone.
I have a friend there called Aaron. Hey. And well, of course, when it comes to football, the Uganda Premier League will be kicking off. And when FUFA releases the dates, surely we shall be giving you details of the same. Ooh, coffee is hot here. And now what is happening or what is going to be coming in on your screen, my dear viewer, is the fact that the chief guest of the day, that is, I didn't mention Right Honorable Rebecca Litwala Kadaga, as well as the Minister of Innovation and Technology, that is Dr. Monica Musenero, who are also here to ensure that we have a special day as we launch the inaugural day for the e-mobility expo, the first of its kind in Uganda, by the way. Please do note. And they are being taken through to tour and experience for themselves quite a number of the buses that I did show you earlier, and the other vehicles that are being manufactured by the plant here at the Kiira Motors in Jinja, the Kiira Motors Corporation. And well, of course, we've also been told by those from the National Enterprise Corporation that this particular plant is nearing completion. Now, allow me take you through what is happening as Honorable Dr. Monica Musenero, as well as Right Honorable Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, who is also here as the chief guest today, are being ushered into the exhibition center to go through and see what is being exhibited and what we have so far as we eventually kick off with our exhibition and our Expo for 2024, which is the inaugural, by the way, the first of its kind by the Kiira Motors Corporation.
Yeah. This one is an imported one. They are importers who are also importing full electric. Can you show us inside? Right, honorable. But if you could lower the window so that she can sit and take a picture. Dr. Usenero. Can we lower the window?
The code
Let her sit. Okay. Very good. Okay, all of the ecosystem needs to come together to create the body.
Electric vehicles or electric.
Yes.
Bye.
See you in Kampala.
And well, of course, like I mentioned earlier, is that what is happening here is the Honorable, that is Honorable Dr. Monica Msenero, as well as Right Honorable Rebecca Litwala Kadaga, are also being taken through the various buses to experience how a driver or how a passenger, the kind of feel you can experience, especially if you are traveling using these particular electric buses and electric coaches by the Kiira Motors Corporation. And of course, you get to realize that all of this is happening here at the Expo of 2024 that is coming to you live, of course, here in Jinja at the Kiira Motors Corporation plant.
Yes, you can join here. Yeah, we just want to have the ceremonial. So we are now charging forward.
She's making an exercise. That's how she has managed to be strong. Yeah. Because she's always making exercise.
Kuna jamaa mmoja hapa yuko. And well, of course, more of what you're seeing on screen is just a simple kind of you know, identification and simple observation when it comes to the kind of vehicles that are on display here at the Expo. And Right Honorable Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, who is our chief guest, as well as Dr. Monica Msenero, is also part of those that are being taken around and experiencing the feel of the Kayola coach. That is also part of what is on display this very afternoon here at the Kiira Motors plant in Jinja. Well, of course, I did give you a feel of how these particular buses do look like earlier on in the earlier on as we started off with the exhibition and what is being showcased, and that is exactly what you can be able to see and experience as well for a viewer who is watching us right now. Well, please do note that this is the very first Expo or e-mobility Expo, and the first of its kind, which is of course a groundbreaking one, simply because it's laying a precedent that come the future years or the upcoming times, we are likely to expect a number of different expos continuously growing and coming along in the future. So if you are just joining in, please do note that this particular one, and you can easily see the chief guest is enjoying and feeling quite the moment and the situation and the comfort that any traveler who uses the Kayola coaches and Kayola EVs can definitely experience. Now, this particular one that they are in is the Kayola coach, which is fuel or diesel driven. So it is a vehicle that is highly supported by diesel, so it's not 100% electric as the Kayola EVs, which is also part of the game changers that we have here, manufactured by the Kayola and manufactured by the Kiira Motors Corporation here in Jinja. And well, please do know that these particular coaches and buses are available greatly on the market for both you know, companies and individuals. So if at all you want to buy one and maybe open up what you could call a tour company, or maybe if you're an individual who has a school and you want a bus manufactured for you. So in simple terms, for those of you who are used to customization, Kiira Motors can give you that comfort of customs, and you customize your own product and have your own bus. The colors and the paint is also manufactured and supplied by a Ugandan company, that is the Kansai Plascon, which was giving us more of you know, what they do and how they've been able to supply this particular paint and varnish to the various, what you could say, to the various players on the market. And well, like I did mention, this is a game changer, which is an opportunity for many people to easily get what they want, or to briefly experience what is happening here, or what is on ground here at the Kiira Motors Corporation plant in Jinja. Now, furthermore, they get to the exhibition stalls here, and the first to exhibit before the chief guest is Zembo, who are manufacturers of electric motorbikes. Now you get to realize that there are quite a number of goods and service providers on the market who are here as well, trying to provide sustainable solutions that is not only centered around electric mobility, but also trying to provide solutions for not only the African market, but maybe potential for export away from the continent. And well, for those joining us, you get to realize that these motorbikes that you are seeing on screen are 100% electric motorbikes. Same applies to some of the vehicles here.
Join the party.
The boarders typically ride about 150 to 200 kilometers a day, actually. So this is what this also makes it different. Yes, Kamuli. I see Kamuli there. Yes, how are you? Take out the battery, put in a new one, pay about 5,000 to 10,000 for a change, and they could continue doing their business. Actually, it's also cheaper than fuel. That also changes their livelihoods. How much do you have to pay for swapping the batteries? About, let's say about 10,000 for full one. So you pay as you use. So we need to promote you, right? Or everything.
we do appreciate that road safety becomes one of the key issues that we all in the society that we have. So we are talking about what should be especially border border to drive and understand road safety, helmet safety, rider safety, and just make sure that as we do our business together, we do not end up with fatalities and issues on the road. So it's a key element that we also have. Yes.
Right, Honorable, let us look at some other people very quickly.
Great, I'm going to market all this.
Thank you.
Hello, Plascon.
All the paints that are on those buses came from Plascon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are you?
We are very okay.
2 minutes.
Yes. Now we are here, we have displayed Plascon. One thing that we need to appreciate as a country, all those buses, we are the ones who have manufactured that. And we manufacture it right from Kampala. Then we deliver to Kiira Motors.
Okay.
And soon we are introducing water-based automotive paints. Because we are supposed to think about the environment. And that is where we are going.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, this is great.
Wonderful. a group photo for Plascon.
Oh yes, thank you. Thank you.
And face the cameras.
Yes.
And then the team.
Oh,
very good. Right, Honorable, you can now move.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Right, Honorable, you could step up and turn and take a picture as they talk to you. Wonderful. Honorable Minister, you can join her on the other side. Tell the Right Honorable how we are doing as we take that picture.
Still in the business and still using the factory. So manufacturing.
thank you.
All right, Honorable. We also have electric motorcycles. There is this one. Bicycle.
Most welcome, Right Honorable.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
So package yourself properly. The photo.
Yes, this is Haraka E-Mobility. We deal in electric bicycles and electric trikes. So this is a non-foldable electric bike. It has both manual gears and the electric gears. You can power it from here. And it accelerates by way of the throttle. So when it's fully charged, it goes a speed of 38 kilometers per hour. And when it's fully charged, it can go up to 40 kilometers. Yes.
So, how are the people responding to this here?
It's very positive, I must say. We are ready. We've been in the market for the last 2 years, and we've registered an increase in sales every year.
Increase from what to what?
From, first we initially started it as the new brand on the market. So for the last year, we have sold about 60 bicycles.
Okay. What's the cost?
This non-foldable bike is 2.5 million shillings. We also have the foldable one, which is at 3 million. And now we have added retrofitting. We convert bicycles and tricycles from fuel diesel to electric. So this is a retrofitted bicycle from the ordinary manufacturer bicycle to an electric bike. So it also has a switch which you turn on, accelerate. Then we have a new add-on targeting mostly farmers and the traders, vendors who can not their
transporters of soda and all those things.
Yes, this cabin can be improved, but it can carry up to 300 kilograms of load. So it also has this.
It's also retrofitted as well.
Yeah, retrofitted, yes. So we also have the tricycle, passenger tricycle or tuk-tuk, and the cargo one.
Okay.
They are all electric.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Right, Honorable, we have others. This one, they also imported this electric car. You've seen? Then we have this younger man here. So right, Honorable, you press the other side so that we take that picture right away.
So we electrify existing bicycles, like Manigach Fuga or the traditional bicycles. We add a battery and a motor. Yes, this is a battery. It can go up to 120 kilometers on one charge. And this bicycle can enable you carry over 200 kilos. So if you're carrying matoke, milk, anything productive, this enables you go the distance and also do more. It's almost like a motorcycle and a bicycle at the same time.
What is the cost?
So this starts at about 2 million, but we are working to bring them down in price, and we are glad the government has stepped in to also provide subsidies, which have really helped reduce our cost.
Right, Honorable, I request you stand here so that we have that wonderful picture. You can face this side. The cameras are here. Okay. Okay. Cameras are this side. Do your work. Go to work.
The tires cost how much?
Each tire costs around 150 to 200,000 for this side, depending on the size.
Come and take a picture with the right one.
So,
stand here. Right here.
In Kampala. We shall upgrade the Madam is from
Right, Honorable, you can stand here for the picture.
She was the lucky winner of our drawing. She's having a very wonderful experience with big vehicles.
Okay.
This expenses on our side.
Right, Honorable, you stand right here and you face the camera for that moment picture.
So they can the next year's calendar.
Hola, abbiamo
Hi, Onwa, how are you? I'm Ricky from Nexus Green, and also we own the company Green Hub, which is bringing in EV mobility using TBS.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
That picture, right, Honorable, you step for it. You stand right there. Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister. That calendar moment, let's not miss it. So, right, Honorable. Yes.
We utilize our local iron ore from Kavali and manufacture all the way to the finished products. We have many products including grippers, wire products, whole section and others. Tembo has 2 manufacturing plants in Gazi and Uganda. So we are happy to serve our own Ugandans under the Bubu concept.
Okay. Tell your boss to come to the
Where's the cameraman?
Somewhere that no, but I'll still yesterday I received some bits, but I'll pass I'll do that.
Right, Honorable, face me for that calendar. Wonderful. Demo still. Oh, yes. Okay. Right, Honorable, this one you saw, but you didn't see the Spiro.
You're most welcome. This is for you. This is for you. So we do have 400 of these, 500 already doing border in Kampala. Yes. And, yes. Yes. And this. Yes. And because it's powerful. So this version is retailing for 6 million. We do have a second version that will be retailing for 4, which makes it more accessible and affordable for the border riders.
That's Team Spiro.
This is going for 6 if you're paying cash, but if you're paying installments, you pay 500,000, and then you're paying 58,000 per week.
Per week?
Yes, for 2 years if you choose that plan.
So, right, Honorable Prime Minister, you can get closer to the Spiro. Team Spiro, come. It's your moment. You need that calendar. So we have a few people in the services here. You can wave to them and say hello. Quickly come for a picture. Come for a picture. Right, Honorable, you stand here, you take a picture with this in the angle of letters. That picture.
Oh, yes. Okay.
You can look to her.
Yeah. Most of what is the content is
tell her the
locally made.
We also putting Kiira the innovation program.
Yes.
To provide the extra skilling, local suppliers.
The training.
The training. Also
For Kiira models.
Support the local suppliers to supply to Kiira models.
And support financing, integrated financing.
For bus operators to ensure that they can get the bus.
They prepare and connect.
Okay.
Yeah, they do the business development. Yeah. Then we have this insurance. Britam is our insurance. This plant is insured by Britam. Yeah. So I think what we do, you take position for the picture, then you talk to the Right Honorable Minister as you.
We have chairs here. Very comfortable chair. Take the chair. Minister. Honorable, please also.
She has been on her feet.
Yeah. We hope that she doesn't move on from here. It's a pleasure to see you, to meet you, finally, face to face. This is Britam, you're welcome. This is Britam Insurance. We're into the business of general insurance and investment. So as a group, we have quite a number of businesses. The investment arm is the general insurance arm, which takes care of the short-term insurances, and we're insuring the Kiira Vehicle Plan. We're the proud insurer. This plan is Prime Minister.
And you're local?
We are a local incorporated here, though our headquarters are in Kenya, but we are the first insurance company that has an indigenous CEO. Most insurance companies were saying, Kenyans, British, whatever it is. Our CEO is called Alan Mafari, and our deputy is Richard. So we are proud to associate with Kiira Motors. We are proud to be part of the innovative drive in changing the industry, of course, for climate conservation, and also we are really proud to be associated with Kiira Motors.
They were the first to insure an electric vehicle here.
Yes.
They insured our prototype cars,
yes.
And now they won a competitive bid where they are the ones insuring this facility. Full comprehensive insurance. Allow me to take the Right Honorable. I will bring her back.
Yes, at least we give her.
Today is the most wonderful day. It's the Uganda E-Mobility Expo, the very first on the African continent. For those who will be following the conversation,
Right, Honorable, you can stand here for that picture as they come to you.
the hashtag is
So give her a battery as she look for her.
and hashtag E-Mobility Expo 2024.
You can stand here. It's going to the right honorable as you get that picture. Calendar moment. Call a battery.
Yeah, but battery.
These are our them. You can take a picture with them.
See your forum.
Hello. Come for the picture. Come for the picture. Come for the picture. Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister over there. The organized CEOs. Wonderful. We will bring back the right honorable.
E-Mobility Expo, very first on the African continent. Maki.
As she takes the picture.
Maki.
Since you have a business and you want to engage partners, you can actually use electronic payments.
In the house, we still acknowledge our exhibitors,
So you don't have
Return Innovation Village, Total Energies, Expo.
So this will be very important as we integrate payment platforms into the business models around electric vehicles. You smiled for the picture? I will bring the right honorable back. Bring those tools out so that the right honorable stands here. Give her one. Right honorable stand right here beside us, they talk to you. These ones, they make a computer, small computers, electronic. Like these circuit boards here, they print them and they can convert them into really intelligent pieces that can control the pedal, they can control the door and so on and so forth. They are called Innovex. I have talked for them. We can look at the others. Essentia.
Thank you so much for your great efforts for putting this together. We hope you will get this is the very first this will Africa.
The insurance. So you can stand and take a picture.
Hi.
Great thanks for the flowers to our exhibitors for today. Motor Care, thank you so much for coming to Table Skills.
Auto Care. Is there someone who's going to tell us something about the cars? These are electrical. Auto Care. And I think the promoters are not here. So let me take you so that we go into the main hall and we open the
And now that does it for what has been happening at the exhibition, because the chief guest, the Right Honorable Rebecca Litwala Kadaga, as well as Dr. Monica Msenero, have been going through the various exhibitions and whatever has been on display. Most probably many of the players here have been showcasing pretty much sustainable solution products. That is to say, vehicles that are manufactured and fully run and operate on electricity, and then those that operate sort of hybrid kind of thing, operating on diesel as well as on electric. And then, that said, they are now making the grand entry to the Uganda E-Mobility Expo, where the theme that we're currently having is that the future is green and the future is now. And the groundbreaking, the inaugural E-Mobility Expo 2024 is coming to you live from Jinja. And the scenes that you're seeing currently are of the chief guest, the Right Honorable Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, Dr. Monica Msenero, the team from Kiira Motors Corporation here in Jinja, as they are set to open officially the Uganda E-Mobility Expo 2024. The theme is the future is green and the future is now. Now, if you are just watching, this is what you can easily see. It's a photo moment as the culture troops, that is the Bantu culture group, as you can see, is what is going to be leading and holding room for the first room and the first level of the presentations that we have from the culture perspective. Now, as the chief guest is also marching via the red carpet event, I did mention that this particular event will be finally summed up with dinner late in the night, and now the chief guest is going to be officially opening the first or inaugural E-Mobility Expo 2024. The future is green and the future is now is our theme for this year and our theme for the very first exhibition. Now, coming to you live on UBC is what you can see, the official opening. And there we land, and we are officially into where the expo is going to be kicking off officially. A ceremony that has a number of industry players, stakeholders within the industry of electric mobility. The future is green and the future is now is our theme for this year's inaugural E-Mobility Expo here at the Kiira Motors Corporation manufacturing plant in Jinja. Now, if you are watching, I will be leaving you live on the broadcast, as everything is going to be happening live on your national broadcaster. For those of you who joined us from the time we kicked off with our live broadcast and the interviews that we had, that was at 1 p.m. Here we are, as we officially get to leave everything in the hands of the masters of ceremony, who will be guiding us in today's program that is going to officially
Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
You may be seated. Thank you very much. I think it's only right that we start with blessings and an opening prayer. So if we can have the bishop join us for the opening prayer. Can we have Bishop Mark Wamala? You're most welcome.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here and be able to lead in a word of prayer with you together. But before I do that, first and foremost, I carry with me greetings from Bishop Joshua Were, who has not been able to be here, and also Bishop Simon Peter Emiao. They all send their greetings. As I was passing through the plant and the tour that were taken through, I saw something new God is doing in our nation. And in my thinking, I saw the good new things that God is doing and is going to continue to do. And I thought we should pray in line with that. What is happening now from the ordinary transportation to the new mobility? This is new. It wasn't there when we were still young. In our old age, God has made something new. So I want us to pray together in line with God that is making new things, and also the God of the impossible. What was not possible then is now possible. And also we pray that God may make us new also, new creation. He's a God that makes a new creation of our lives and of the things that help us in life. Shall we stand up and then we pray together with that guidance? Father, we want to thank you. We thank you for this eye-opening tour where we have been able to see something beginning from simplicity of a metal and the value added, and it becomes a big transportation vehicle. We thank you for that newness and that creativity and that innovation. Father, we pray for men and women behind this work. The young men I saw that are dedicated to see that we move from one level to another level. Father, we pray for them and the management of this plant and the entire leadership of our nation, beginning with the President of the Republic of Uganda, the cabinet, and all people concerned in the administration of this nation. Lord, we pray that we continue to see new things coming up, new developments, new creativity, so that all that our lives is to be, maybe isn't more simple, more ease, and we give the glory to you. Father, we also know we are going to have lunch shortly. We bless the eats and the drinks. May they strengthen our bodies, all to the glory of your name. And whatever is going to take place here, Lord, bless it and bless the work of the people that are working here. We thank you, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Bishop Omala. Thank you so much. We warmly welcome our guest of honor, that is the Right Honorable Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Community Affairs. Please, a warm welcome and round of applause for her. We have Dr. Monica Musenero Masanza, Honorable Minister for Science, Technology and Innovation, Office of the President. Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Sabiti Muzei, the General Manager, Luwero Industries Limited. Members of Cabinet present. Members of Parliament present with us. We have local leaders represented, heads of institution, development partners. We have investors who have joined us from all around the world and flown in. And of course, captains of industry, distinguished guests, all protocol observed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this first e-mobility expo. How are we doing? Welcome, welcome. My name is Crystal Newman.
And my name is David Gonasa. And I promise we're going to get the energy going in a few minutes. It's almost lunchtime. However, welcome to Ginger. Welcome to the E-Mobility Expo. The future is green. The future is now. And it's interesting. A small dream that started in 2008. See what it has become.
It's amazing to see that, to think that we are now talking about e-mobility solutions for Africa. When we talk about dreams, they rarely start big. They start small, but then we see the reality. And that is why we're here today, to experience that and to learn.
In this case, the dream started green and is still green.
Exactly. By now, you know, ladies and gentlemen, the theme for today is the future is green, the future is now, something that should be important for each and every one of us. Now, to ease us into our program for today, we have something very special for you. We would like to invite Wake and Irene to join us on stage for something very special that has been prepared for our expo today.
Wake and Irene.
Wake and Irene, kindly join us for your presentation. Well, I believe we shall move on. They're not ready, but they will join us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for us to now welcome Dr. Monica Musenero Masanza to make her remarks. The Honorable Minister for Science, Technology and Innovation, Office of the President. You are most welcome. And we kindly ask that you also do us the honor of inviting the guest of honor to make her remarks. Round of applause.
Our guest of honor, the Right Honorable First Deputy Prime Minister, Rebecca Alitwalira Kadaga, all the guests who are here in your various capacities. My duty here is simple. But for the purpose of the occasion, I'm Dr. Monica Musenero Masanza, the Minister for Science, Technology and Innovation in the Office of the President and the host minister who owns Kiira Motors. So, Right Honorable, we are conscious of your programs, and therefore we have agreed that we give you opportunity to make your remarks without us taking the long program that we have, so that we can hear the sweet words from you, and then we'll continue with the rest of the program. So, Right Honorable, I take this opportunity to invite you to address the congregation at this ever first Uganda E-Mobility Expo. You're welcome, Right Honorable.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Musenero, General Manager, Make Industries, General Mzei, Your Excellency, the High Commissioner of Uganda to the United Kingdom, the distinguished chairperson of the district, the resident district commissioner, all the local leaders, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guests, especially those who have traveled very far to come and be part of this first E-Mobility Expo in Uganda. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here. But now I need to start by correcting the pronunciation of the word Kiira. This place is called Kiira. Kiira. Because it's based on the Nile. It's based on our river. So there should be a Y. So from now, please, Kiira. I want to thank Dr. Musenero, the Minister of Science and Technology, the Board of Governors, the management, and Make Industries for this innovation. I think this is my second visit to Kiira Motors, and I'm delighted that the program started not as Speaker of Parliament, but the opportunity to provide significant resources to ensure that the foundation begins. And I'm happy to see Professor Tokodri. We are the ones who vetted him. to start the Ministry of Science and Technology. We really want to thank you. Today I was telling him that I think he's a happy man because of the journey that we have come. I've just taken a tour of the facilities. So much is going on here. I think we are already clear where we want to go. I've seen the different buses. Last time we came, I think there were only 2 types when we last came here. Now there are several types. And Chairman LC5, since this is the tourism city, I think you should consider purchasing some of these tour buses to support the industry in this city of Jinja and the surroundings. It's exciting to see the progress, starting with the Kiira Motors Kayola EVS, starting from the small car. Today I saw the very first original car and sat in it. It's such a big thing. So let me congratulate His Excellency the President for the foresight, the vision, and the commitment to ensure that Uganda leaps into the next millennium when we are ready, technologically advanced. And I want to thank them for the government for bringing this to Busoga. Busoga used to be the industrial capital of Uganda, but things happened and the industries moved. So we are happy that Kiira Motors is here, and we want to thank you for supporting our regional markets. This vision has taken many years. This is a testament to our commitment to innovation, technology, and progress. A symbol of our determination to create a sustainable and competitive automotive industry that not only drive economic growth, but also propel us into the future, filled with endless possibilities. I'm happy that several heads of state have been to this place. They've seen what we can produce. And I look forward to us supplying countries like Botswana and Eswatini, and we're happy. I want to thank you for hosting the king yesterday. He started here before coming to Igenge Palace. Thank you very much for the opportunity you gave him and his delegation. If you see what is happening here, it's a big revolution, especially in the transport industry. I saw the motorcycles. You know, this country is a country of border. And I think that that's an area where you can really make an input. As I was moving, I was thinking about our voters who are cheated by the hire purchase companies. In the end, somebody ends up paying 9 million shillings for a motorcycle, a manual motorcycle. And when you default by even 100,000, they take back the motorcycle and they still follow you to pay the money. So I think this is really a big innovation, and I hope it will help our people. Now the transportation industry has grown to 26.6, we expect to go to 26.6 trillion by 2030. In Africa, it's only 10% contribution to greenhouse emissions. But if we increase expansion of production in the sub-Saharan Africa from 2.7 million vehicles in 2021 to 58 million by 2040, it will make a big difference in countries like South Africa, Kenya, Rwanda, Ethiopia, and Nigeria. Many countries are pivoting towards green energy solutions. The global market for electric mobility is going to surge from 280 billion in 2021 to 1.5 trillion at an annual growth rate of 27.2%. As Africa embraces the shift towards electric vehicles, several nations have positioned themselves as leaders in the mobility revolution, each developing unique strategies and investing heavily to modernize their transportation sectors. This means the African continent is determined to reduce carbon emissions and also shift for sustainable growth and technological adaptation in the transport sector. We are following global trends in green technology, but also preparing for the global growing demand due to the increasing population, as well as preparing the economies for future challenges and opportunities in the global automotive market. I look forward to seeing our Kiira car in an exhibition in the US, in Europe, in Dubai, so that we can also park alongside them and show what we can do. The government, through the Science, Technology and Innovation Secretariat, has taken steps to do this, and we hope that Uganda can become a net source rather than a consumer of mobility. I hope you know how much we are spending on importing cars into this country. We can reverse that by improving our own and ensuring that we drive what is made in Uganda. Uganda is committed to full transition to electric mobility by 2030. We are fostering an environment for innovation in the green energy sector with favorable policies, subsidies, and tax incentives aimed at reducing carbon emissions and promoting greener energy. By 2040, Uganda will have a population of 75 million, and we shall be able to leverage this trend, and this will intensify the demand for sustainable transport solutions. Uganda's focus on electric vehicles over the next 20 years demonstrates significant progress. Electric buses and motorcycles are becoming a common sight on our roads. By 2040, this strategic embrace of EVs will significantly enhance Uganda's economy, contributing 12.5% to the national GDP. The initial plans generate over 500,000 environmentally focused jobs, achieves 5% local production rate in the EV value chain, reduce pollution by 25%. This morning I was told that we so far only contributing 18% of local input here. So it's really important that we move faster to raise it up to 65%. We have a high import bill even for fuel, costing the country over 2 billion per year. This will help us to reduce on the foreign exchange drainage. The running and repair bills for EVs are lower. As you can recall, the first Kiira bus to be deployed on our roads in 2019 have covered over 100,000 kilometers in 5 years without a single technical problem. I think that one calls for a big clap from the audience. Uganda has been proactive in fostering the growth of its e-mobility sector through supportive policies, by lowering costs, providing financial incentives, building necessary infrastructure, paving the way for significant increase in electric vehicle uptake, positioning itself as a leader in Africa's shift towards sustainable mobility. And as I was going through the exhibition, I went to the point where they are selling the motorcycles, and a number of them have got already stations all over the country. So at least our people can know where to go to purchase these motorcycles and also to charge their batteries. With Kiira Motors spearheading this, it's a big investment opportunity. We can become a regional hub for manufacturing EV vehicles. I urge the investors who are here, take back the message that Uganda is the place to be, Uganda is a place to invest in, so that we can be the lead innovation in EV manufacturing. During this occasion, the investors will have a chance to engage directly with Uganda government strategic initiatives. They will get information about investor incentives, support mechanism, and they'll participate in discussions with key industry figures to foster Africa's position as a premier EV hub. You will be able to enter private discussions with manufacturers, buyers, and other players, setting the stage for impactful collaborations, always as connecting with ecosystems, entrepreneurs, investors, and policymakers who define the future for mobility in the region. Your being here will catalyze the ecosystem, everything from manufacturing to market, and also create financial and digital infrastructure to thrive. This is not just an investment in vehicles, but in creating a robust framework that supports sustainable development and broad economic growth across Africa. As we witness the modern facilities at Kiira vehicle plant today, Let us be inspired to reach even greater heights. I urge you all to continue to push the boundaries of what is possible, to imagine a future where innovation knows no limits, and strive for excellence in everything we do. May this Expo be a celebration of our past achievements, a showcase of our present capabilities, and a glimpse into the future filled with promise and prosperity. Let us continue to drive forward with Kiira Motors Corporation leading the way. Thank you very much for listening to me, for God and my country.
Thank you so very much to our guest of honor. Can I ask that you do us the honor of officially opening and launching this expo?
With those many words, I take this opportunity to officially launch the first e-mobility expo in Uganda, together with the Open Day Vehicle Plant. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for our guest of honor. Thank you, thank you. As you mentioned, it is clear now that Uganda is ready and Kiira Motors is ready.
I think my biggest takeout, one of the biggest takeouts from the Right Honorable speech is the fact that Ginger City has been asked to buy a bus. And I think there's a sales team in the house which will be following up. I think we did.
So who gets to it first?
We got to catch a glimpse of the LC5, so hopefully we can have the conversation.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our next agenda is lunch. Thankfully, the bishop already blessed our lunch. We're having our VVIPs being ushered first to the lunch area, and we shall all shortly follow. We shall be having lunch on the second floor, so we shall follow where our VIPs have just gone through, turn right, head up the stairs to the second floor. Ladies and gentlemen, would like to welcome you as true Africans and Ugandans. I mean, we cannot host you and not feed you. So please do enjoy. Bon appetit. We shall continue our program right after lunch. Thank you.
Since I've gotten older, I've realized we all care about things that don't really matter. We're just told it does, and now we're all trying to keep our heads above the water. But what if we don't